Here's a quick video on how to install your TrackGuide VST with an FL11 or lower for Mac. Now the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the file that you downloaded. It should be called trackguidevst.pkg. This is an installer file, so you're going to double click it to run it. Now real quick, this is technically a two-part install, with the first part being installing the plugin and the second part being installing the sound files. But the part we're not going to witness just yet is installing the plugin, because I've set it up to where the plugin files are going to get dropped in a specific location, and then later, a little later on, we're going to go into FL and set up that location so that it can find the VST files. Now if you're in the custom plugin folders, then you're going to have to wait until after the install, copy those TrackGuide files and put them into your custom folder. But for most of us, we're just going to keep it simple and let that first part handle itself. So we're just going to go ahead and click continue. Now this next part is very important. It's basically just explaining to you that you're about to select the drive, and on this drive we're going to install the sound files, the files that actually allow the VST to produce sound. Now this is separate from your VST location, and it doesn't have to be the same. However, anytime that you install the big sound files, the banks, the ad packs, they all have to go into the same drive. So if you have a bank called Inspire Me, then you have a bank called Baking Soda Trap Bank, then you got a bank called Future EDM. Those all have to be installed onto the same drive. Now you're not stuck with that drive forever. If you need to, you can change it, but the TrackGuide VST will always look at the last drive that you selected to search for the sound files. So we're going to go ahead and click continue. And if you have more than one drive on your Mac, then you're going to see this change install locations option. You can select that, and then you would select whichever drive you want. If I had an external hard drive here, I would probably select that one because it would probably have more space. So I'm going to go ahead and select the drive that I do have and click continue, and then I'm going to click install. Then you may be prompted to enter your username and password, so go ahead and do that. Then we're going to let this thing install. And bam, we are done. So we're going to go ahead and close this out. Then we're going to come into FL. We're going to go to options, file settings, and then we're going to go down here where it says VST plugins extra search folder, and we're going to click this folder right here. And then we're going to navigate to our startup disk, which should look like this. For some reason it doesn't have a name, but we're going to go here. We're going to close out some of this extra stuff till we can find users. Then we're going to open that up. Then we're going to go to shared, open that up, and then we're going to go to FLVST. This is where I set the installer to automatically drop the files. If you have a custom folder, you simply got to find this folder, users, shared, FLVST, and then copy the VST files into your custom location. But for those of us who don't have a VST location, let's just use this one. Click OK, and then we can go ahead and close this out. Then we're going to go to channels, add one, more. Then we're going to click refresh down here so that the track guide will pop up. And once it pops up, then we'll check it off right here. Close this out. And then we'll go to channels, add one, track guide. And then there's one extra step for FL users on Mac. You're going to have to click this button right here called drive. And this time you're going to navigate to whichever drive you chose during the installation, whether that was your startup drive or one of your external hard drives. You have to select the same drive. Then you're going to go to users, shared, track guide, drive, and then you're going to open up this drive.ins file, and now the VST bank is going to give you some sound. Now if you're doing this whole drive thing and this box isn't here, then it's probably under FL, so you might have to like minimize FL, and then you'll be able to navigate to the proper location. But there's FL for Mac isn't an official program, it's a beta program, which means it's in testing and it has lots of errors. So you have to use FL on Mac with caution, and just understand that sometimes things aren't going to work so well with beta versions of programs.